This is kind of freestyle. People say I don't freestyle, but I'm very particular about how I express myself. This right here, though, is freestyle because it's not that I have to express myself in the structure. It's just about making sure that I'm able to project my message. And in this particular moment, it's freestyle because I'm speaking on things that are natural to me. Things that obviously I want to relate to with everyone, and that's the reason why I do my videos. I appreciate everyone that come, the variety of people that leave messages, the variety of people that actually show me that my message is connecting to them, because it influences moments like this. Today is a big ass plane. Today is March 20th. Yesterday I had a wonderful event with Mr. Omavi. It's so funny because I actually was out here and he was sitting right here at one time, and we spoke on a lot of things that are actually manifesting now. And it's interesting to me that people feel like they're not doing enough, or maybe I should speak for myself. I always feel like I'm not doing enough until things start to play out without me having to necessarily, like for example, this event with Omavi. This event was him doing, he's a fellow author, and he actually is indulging into poetry on music, which is something I can align with and relate to. So I've been helping him with the videos, and just last night I was there, I came home around like 1 or 2, and just seeing how he put the confidence in himself that he doesn't need to prove it to anyone else. That's just something that I thought I should mention, because overall that's what made my night. That's what made everything that happened last night worth it. In this life, I'm feeling more rich than ever. In these times where people are feeling restricted or confined, literally in quarantine or whatever they call that stuff, or in the concept of losing their jobs and not losing their pay, not losing their bills, it's interesting to me how people are reacting, whether it be from fear or whether it be from a form of confidence or whether it be from a form of insecurity, or whatever the concept is that your reaction plays into. The times in itself is allowing me to feel a lot more rich. Not rich in the material aspect, but rich in the way of knowing that I'm grounded in myself, and everything on the outer is not being able to penetrate me as much because of that groundedness. That's one of the reasons why I said I can speak on this particular topic, which I thought would be letting go and how to let go. And then I thought, some things are not necessarily meant to let go, and even if it is letting go, like what I'm doing right now is I'm letting go of what I've been doing for the past couple of months of writing a structure and knowing exactly what to talk to, but I'm also letting go of that confinement and just expressing what's freely on my mind. I'm letting go of the expectations, because at this point, like, I have to be to work in maybe like an hour or so, and I'm not proud of the fact that I'm still working for other people, but I'm proud of the fact that I'm able to show how versatile I can be and how hardworking I am. And that's what makes me feel rich. That makes me feel rich because what's aligning to me is things of what I want, regardless of it being easier or harder to obtain it. In this particular time, I don't feel like it's going to be a question of me obtaining it, because I definitely am going to. I feel like the sun has never been as bright as it is now. Like, it's literally so many clouds not blocking the sun though. And in the past couple of times, I would say that it's interesting because it was rain and there was so many different elements that would make you not want to go outside. But now that this element of the virus is going around, like, it's just less traffic for me, which makes me feel rich inside, because I get around, do what I gotta do, no problem. It's more sun for me. It's fresh air, quiet, and adapting to this new transition that I feel like it's been me for the whole time. You should never swallow mucus. You should never swallow mucus. I'm not going to say mucus is a negative thing to have, because it has its purpose just like everything else, but you got that mucus, you got to spit that thing out. So back to the message. When you're deciphering what your priorities are and deciding what is best for you and what's not best for you, what to let go and what to enhance on, know that you should not rush that. You shouldn't rush it, because for one, I spoke on this spot before, like the wind chimes, the airplanes, the wind, my neighbor, like it's everything that comes. Those are things that you can't control. And when you're still trying to manifest a priority, the best thing that you could do is just knowing that you expressing yourself in the best way at that moment. The best way in some moments can be you giving your all and doing everything on the list, and then other days it's like making sure you just get that rest in and making time for things that you know matters to you. Like my job matters to me at this point because it's fulfilling the dream that I had. It's financially fulfilling, and it's supporting the dreams that I have to obtain, and working towards that goal gives me motivation to even go there, even though I don't feel as attached to it because I've developed my own priorities and things that I want to work towards. It's just still a sense of something to do. And when you have your priorities, it's not supposed to be just something to do just to do. It's supposed to be something to do to get you where you got to go, no matter how long that takes. I guarantee you, and I know that, and I believe that in my soul. Like, just seeing how things manifested in this last month and the people I've connected to and the strategies I've learned to help me coordinate this Forex experience into success and coordinate my novel into success, and the people that's helping me push, that remind me of Omavi and the people that came through, just the right amount of people that make sure that he executed his manifestation in a way that was organic. And that's something that will be remembered forever, because I could tell all the energies that was there to support him. And the reason why we were there is because he had confidence in himself. Everything else going around, from the curfews or things that make you a little hesitant to be around people now for some reason, like, we're not going to let that stop us from the objective of being ourselves and trusting in the Most High and trusting in the angels to have us protected. Because me, I feel amazing. I feel tired sometimes. I feel nervous sometimes. I feel unsure sometimes, but when I think about it, I feel more amazing in these times because it's pushing you to the limits and allowing you to have no option but the option that you know you want to do. Some people, they don't know what they want to do though, and in those times I would just say that you should just listen to yourself, because yourself is talking to you actively every day. And that doesn't mean that you have to confined to everything that it says. Like, for example, people would tell you a certain type of thing in these times, like make sure your immune system is good, or whatever the case may be, or make sure that you're focusing on your health. You should focus on your mind, and your mind tells you what's best for you, because in these times some people it may be good for vitamin C for someone to have an orange, and for other people for someone to have a banana. Who's to say which one? If someone is telling you to have that orange and your body is telling you to eat that banana, you eat that banana, even if it's no fruit at all. If it's just telling you to drink water, I've been hearing a lot of people fasting. I've been hearing a lot of people going through emotional turbulence as well, and no one should tell you what is right or wrong in these times. And that's one thing that people are going to learn to understand. Priorities is what's going to let you know when and how to do what's necessary. But please trust in time, and trust that we have a lot of time to accomplish what we need. And like right now, I don't care what it takes. Like, this is fresh out of bed stuff. I'm about to go get prepped and hop in the shower. Not saying I stink. I don't stink, but this is like my nightgown shirt. Shout out to Wiz. Shout out to my girl. This is my special shirt that I usually don't even come outside with. But I decided to get this out because it's funny how when you start getting your priorities right, it's going to be, like I mentioned, things that come up that you can't control. And sometimes it's going to test to see how devoted you are to that dream, how devoted you are to this ideal of yourself that you say you want to be. And just tapping into that. All it takes is a little video. For me, it's easy. I'm to the point where I'm so comfortable, I could just sit there, and I haven't really talked to anyone all day, so I feel like I'm having a conversation with millions, but with myself. And that's really what it's about. And that's also devoting into what it is that I want to accomplish. It's more than me just talking to a camera. It's because of the fact that I'm building something with this camera, which is convenient in this age. So just stay pushing. Tell people, don't worry. A lot of people are going to die, but you was going to die anyways. So that's not a reason to worry. You should just notice all the beauties that are coming, and the purifications and the cleansing that is necessary always. It's been, like I was talking with the tribe last night, this has been something that's been happening for years. You know, we obviously feel like we could keep on pushing and building and doing and adding more, but sometimes you just need to let what is be and transition through that transition in a way where you can mold it for you without having to change what is. Best way to describe that is working from home. You can do what's best for you. No one is telling you have to do Forex. No one is telling you that you have to go and work at a call center. No one is telling you how to mold that. You have the responsibility now to do what's going to be best for you, and work with it, even if, you know, in the beginning it's hard. You know, when it's hard, that makes it worth it when you accomplish it. So these are just some things that are pondering around my mind. And like I said, this is just freestyle, and I wanted to get something out, not something not too long, but something to really put an energetic touch onto what's going on. And I don't have a lot to really talk about when it goes into structures at this point, and I think that's very symbolic because we're breaking structures, we're forming our new. And I think that the best way to do that is just acknowledging how the inner feels for you. So yeah, went to sleep at 2, be hustling. I got up, make sure I got my documents together to send the homeboy. Got on them charts, did a little studying, did a little cooking, got my video in. And it may seem like a lot, but I'm actually enjoying doing what I have to do. And I know that when I'm working in a field of not rushing but embracing the process, it's more of a beautiful transition for me, even with everything piling up, you know. And I just want to make sure that nothing else, I do it in the time where I feel like it's best for me. Meaning, like this video, speak for however long I want to speak, whether it's short or long. Make sure I edit my video at time that even if it compromises other people, it's not necessarily my intention, but I cannot put anyone else before myself except for God, because God look out for us and sacrifice for us. My mom look out for me and sacrifice for me. So in certain times I would do that for her, but overall it's really about making sure that I'm grounded, because like I told you, when you're grounded, things that are unaligned for you will not be able to penetrate, and that's the secret. So make today beautiful, make today prosperous, and we're gonna keep on going.